Now I'm continuing with the chapter quadratic equation. We have taken the first three exercises. Now I'm going to explain what you have to do in the fourth exercise. In the fourth exercise, you have to tell the nature of the roots which we calculate in the quadratic equation. Again, I tell you the roots means the solutions of the quadratic equation. Now in the quadratic equation, we use Sridhar-Acharya formula, and in that we use this is the part of the formula under root b square minus 4ac. Now b square minus 4ac is the discriminant. It's called discriminant. Don't take the square root sign, but only b square minus 4ac is the discriminant. Now this discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac, will tell you the nature of the root. If the discriminant is value of the discriminant after substituting the value of a, b, c from the equation, if you get it greater than 0, if the discriminant is greater than 0, then the nature of the root is real and unequal. So you have to remember, if the discriminant is greater than 0, then the nature of the roots is real and unequal. If the discriminant value of discriminant comes out to be less than 0, greater than 0 means positive, less than 0 means negative, then the nature of the root will be imaginary. Roots are imaginary. Why I say imaginary? Because in the Sridhar-Acharya formula, you use it as under root, square root of the discriminant. And if the discriminant comes out to be negative, then we cannot calculate the value of the square root of the negative number. So that is why the roots are imaginary. If the value of discriminant comes out to be equal to 0, that is b square minus 4ac comes out to be equal to 0, then the nature of root will be real and equal. So this is how you can find the nature of the roots, by seeing the discriminant greater than 0, less than 0, or equal to 0. So now you have to remember this. So then only you will be able to tell the nature of the root. Now I am giving you one example. I am writing one quadratic equation. Question first part of your exercise 5.4. And the question says, find the nature of the roots by finding the discriminant of the equation 3x square minus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation given to you, and you have to tell the nature of the roots of this equation. Now again, as I told you in your point 3 exercise, that you have to write comparing the given equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Value of a will be how much? 3. Value of b will be minus 5, as you have to take the sign also. And value of c will be minus 2. Value of c will be minus 2. Now I'm going to find the discriminant. Discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Substitute the value of a, b, c. Discriminant is equal to b square will be minus 5 square minus 4. Value of a is 3 into value of c is minus 2. So it comes out to be minus 5 square is 25. The two negative signs will become plus. Then 4 is a 12, 12 is a 24. And discriminant comes out to be 49, which is greater than 0, or in other words positive. So you will write discriminant is greater than 0, and for discriminant greater than 0, I told you the nature of the root will be what? Real and unequal. So these are the steps which you are going to show. First find discriminant and tell whether greater than 0 equal to 0 or comes out to be less than 0. Then tell the nature by writing this. I think you must have come to know how to tell the nature of the root. Now in some questions, the nature is given in the question only, that the roots are real and equal. It is given in the question, the roots are real and equal, and one of the coefficient either of x or one of the term you can say must be missing. Either the coefficient of x square, x, or the constant term may be missing, and you have to find that missing term. And in that case, the nature will be given to you. Suppose if I give you a question, determine the value, or maybe it is written within the bracket s also. It may be value or values. You will get values if you get the quadratic equation. Determine the value or values of k for which the given quadratic equation has equal roots. It means the root is already given in the question. Nature is already given that it has got equal roots. And the quadratic equation is 4x square minus 4x plus k is equal to 0. Now you see the constant term is missing, which is written in terms of k. And nature is already given. So you will write comparing the equation with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. First write the values of a, b, c. A is equal to 4. B is equal to minus 4. And c is equals to k. And you are going to write for discriminant, as I'm using capital D, discriminant is equal to 0. Why I'm writing discriminant as 0? In the bracket you write the reason that it is given in the question, equal roots. If the roots are equal, then discriminant is 0. What is the formula of the discriminant? Then write b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. Then substitute the value of a, b, c. It will be minus 4 square minus 4. A is again 4. C is k is equal to 0. Minus 4 square will be 16. Then minus 16k is equals to 0. 16 is equal to 16k, or 16k is equal to 16. K is equals to 16 upon 16, that is equal to 1. So what is the value of k of the given quadratic equation? It is 1. As the nature is given to you, so we have calculated the value. Now in your exercise 5.4, till 8th question you are given the nature of the root as equal. But in the 9th, 10th and 11th question, the nature of the root is given as real roots. In the 9th, 10th, 11th question, you will see that the nature of the root is given as real roots. Roots are real, but it is not given equal. For discriminant greater than 0 also roots are equal. For discriminant greater than 0, roots are real but unequal. For discriminant equal to 0, roots are real and equal. Now it is given only real roots. So it means in that case you are going to write discriminant is greater and equal to 0. Because if the discriminant is 0, then also roots are real, and if it is greater than 0, then also the roots are real. So in that case you are going to get the inequation. You are not going to put it only as equal. You are going to put it as greater and equal. And solving is the same. But instead of equation, you will get the inequation. And you are going to solve it the same way. Now this is what you have to do it in your exercise 8.4. So do exercise 8.3 and 8.4. Then after 2 days, I will be sending you the video of the 5th exercise.